An echo of an echo is the semblance of a sound. And I press and I've waited with my ear upon the ground. Oh, lover, I'll see you there, waiting in the willows with your autumn hair. Oh, lover, I'll see you there after many miles.
Good evening, everybody, and thanks for watching this episode of the Maine Food Story, an extension of Maine Life. And if you watch Maine Life, you know that Vanessa and I love to eat, but more importantly, we love to learn where our food is coming from and meet the makers and producers and share their stories with you. So tonight we have 6 segments or 6 delicious courses to share. Bon appetit.
Hi, I'm Mike Vale, president of Hannaford Supermarkets. Once again, Hannaford is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the Maine Food Story. We're excited for this season and we can't wait to see what Aaron and the team have in store for us. We all know that Maine has become a destination for foodies, and there's really good reason for that. We not only have great restaurants and world-class chefs, we also have hard-working Mainers who are producing some of the world's finest foods. I'm proud to say we've built relationships with some of the same growers and producers highlighted in this show. And you'll be able to find a great variety of those local fresh foods in your neighborhood Hannaford, so you can create your own Maine food story. Thanks so much. I hope you enjoyed the show, and we can't wait to see you in our stores again soon.
Hi, I'm Justin and welcome to the farm here at Sweetser. Sweetser is a behavioral health organization reaching every corner of our state with evidence-based treatment, support, and hope, serving over 15,000 Mainers every year. You're in for a very sweet treat as we show you the process of making and bottling maple syrup through the eyes of our students as it relates to their education, development, and treatment.
Hi. My name is Julia Bertolo. I am a special education teacher and the farm manager at Ricker Farm at the Esley J. Parkett School at Sweetser. I love that the kids get to see a little slice of sort of traditional Maine life.
It looks like you need some strength to do that.
Yeah. They participate in all aspects of the farm. They help take care of the animals. They help maintain the equipment. They drive the Polaris.
Believe myself.
So they get to learn what it's like to run a farm, and at the same time they're learning life skills like the importance of showing up to work on time, getting along with your coworkers, independent work skills, problem solving, how to be a good teammate.
And you've learned a lot about the process.
I've learned a lot, and it's a lot of work for my little hands, but that's okay.
So you'll appreciate it when you eat pancakes next time.
Yes,
right?
I will.
Everybody needs to feel successful somewhere, you know? And not all of us are naturally good at the classic academic reading, writing, and arithmetic. But that doesn't mean they're not smart. I mean, they're really smart kids. They just learn differently. And the experiential learning program supports that, and Sweetser has had the experiential learning program for decades. And I'm just so glad that we still have it, because it's a huge commitment from the agency. I mean, running a farm is expensive, and Sweetser has made that commitment, which, you know, is tremendous to me, so.
We need the lid to make sure no branches, excess stuff falls in.
Right, we only want the good stuff,
Yes.
right?
We only the good stuff. Although it goes through a lot of filtering.
We started maple sugaring here many years ago. Just outdoor, we built a little outdoor evaporator. We tapped maybe 5 trees. We said, let's make some syrup, you know, just for fun. Got a little handout from the Maine Ag Department. And from there it just grew because the kids love it.
Take an aiming shot, and you have to have your arms straight, and then you go as strong as you can down, like that.
Oh my goodness, okay. You're very strong.
Thanks.
And this is to make sure that the fire is constantly going.
Yes, it is the wood for the fire, and how long it has to be about this length here.
Oh, okay.
It
In
can
order
be
to
long.
fit into it.
Yes.
Yep, okay.
It's like every 10 minutes we check the fire and make sure that it's all up and good.
So what are we looking at here?
So this is the reservoir pan. What we usually do is we take sap from barrel A or B, depending on which one we need to get rid of or use first. And so
this is all the sap that was collected?
Yes.
Okay.
So we open this, we fill up the pitcher, and then we carefully maneuver it over to here and fill up the reservoir pan. And we usually do this so that If we need to, we can empty it out into there and boil that down. And
Now,
so-
how many of these do you need to fill up?
we usually fill it up like to the line or maybe just below that, depending.
And this is definitely warm.
Yes, it is.
At the end of the day, we take a full boiled batch of sap, which isn't quite syrup yet. We take that into the kitchen. The next day, the kids finish it in the kitchen to syrup. And then they bottle it and we sell it. We sell it to staff and students and families. And the kids all get to have some syrup to take home because they've earned it, they've worked for it. And what Selena mentioned, we do farmers' breakfasts and things like that, but they literally do the entire process. There isn't a step that Angie and I do that the kids don't participate in.
Sweet maple syrup!
Good evening, everybody. For tonight's cocktail that we are adding to the Maine Spirits app, we are making our new recipe called
Ready or Not Red Hot Margarita.
We love tequila, we love margaritas, and especially adding a little spice. Now, in your typical margarita, a lot of you may use triple sec, and I pulled a really nice triple sec, but for us, and my new friend at the beverage store where I buy my spirits, he encouraged me to try a little bit of this orange liqueur with a bunch of these other ingredients. So here it goes. When making the Ready or Not Red Hot Margarita, we're first going to muddle a jalapeno pepper slice into the shaker and then save one later to garnish. This recipe also calls for 2 ounces of 1800 Reposado tequila, a ½ ounce of this orange liqueur, an ounce of fresh lime juice, a splash of agave nectar, and then we'll
Shake it up. That looks really good.
I'm
And
sure
spicy.
Nice and spicy. So everybody, you can find the Ready or Not Red Hot Margarita on the Maine Spirits app. And cheers.
Cheers to you.
Cheers to you.
Oh yeah. I'm ready.
Kick.
I'm ready.
This week on Conversations with Chefs in Their Home Kitchens, Vanessa visits food writer, private chef, friend, and founder of the Food Coma TV and podcast, Joe Riccio.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Oh, you brought
I
presents.
can't come without bringing something. Ginger mousse cookies.
Oh,
Valentine's.
I've not heard ginger mousse.
They're up in Nobleboro. They're great. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Very
letting
much.
us invite ourselves over.
Yeah, no, it works out.
This is awesome.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so these are also, this is sort of a, I guess, I don't know, bit of a shrine to Food
To
Coma.
your amazing Food Coma TV.
These are all from the very beginning of Food Coma TV, like the first couple seasons back in 2011 and 12. And
Yeah.
These are all from the shoot. Zach Bowen shot all these. That forget the photographer right away, but that was when we shot like on a motorcycle with me spitting champagne in Alex's eyes.
Well, what are you
Yeah.
making for us today?
Yeah, so I figured I know you're talking about just like easy,
Yeah.
like based on what I'm gonna make if I'm like alone at home at night, whatever. I'm like, okay. I usually have like leftover rice, like sushi rice or something.
Yep.
So I wanted to do sort of it's not like fried rice. We're gonna do what's called Korean fire chicken. It's called buldak. This is another thing I looked around for a long
man.
time. And I remember I was at Kong Tubant.
Yeah.
And they had one of these in the bathroom, and I was like, I want one of these so bad. And actually, I like mine better. So I had to Google like ugly Chinese restaurant art for like a long time, but I finally found this on eBay, and it works. And it actually, it even makes noises. And also, this is another thing I got. This is from Grim Knives in Berwick, but they got like a skull on the handle there. Kind of cool.
Scary.
Yeah.
Do you like the word influencer?
I like that as much as I like the word foodie or blogger. I don't know. I'm just like,
I promise I won't refer to you as influencer, blogger,
Yeah,
foodie.
or maybe you should just call me foodie influencer blogger,
Yeah.
and that'll be.
That's gonna be on
Yeah,
the bottom.
that'll
That's gonna
be
be Joe Riccio.
Joe Riccio.
Foodie, influencer, blogger,
Yeah.
extraordinaire.
Fib. That's what that. You know what? It kind of works
That's
out.
actually awesome.
Yeah, he lived his life as a fib. the
That's
whole
totally
thing.
going on there.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, look at that. Wow. Saucy, cheesy, spicy.
Yep. Ow.
Oh!
Look at
Yeah!
that. Oven mitt on fire.
Woo! Now we're cooking.
Yep. It's all right. You know, it's not really a good oven mitt unless it's been caught on fire.
I mean, I wouldn't have expected anything less.
I was like, is something
coming over
on
to
fire? Because I feel like there's something on fire.
Fangirl's another kind of like lame term. I'm gonna fangirl a little bit.
I don't mind- I don't
got
mind
Joe
fangirl.
Riccio to cook a meal for me.
It's not a fib.
Fib. Oh my God. I'm so excited. This is so good. So, I did want to ask you, because I know you're doing private chef, you're serving as a private chef for different folks and call you and say, this is what we're thinking about.
I focus on groups that are, you know, too small for caterers. So, you know, anywhere from 6 or 7 to, you know, 19, 20 people. And yeah, it just sort of took off and people really like it. We come to their house and it's like half people who live here and half people who are like from out of town and they're renting these like palatial complexes. And it's like, there was one place I went where I literally had to Google how to use the oven because it was like a $65,000 oven. I've seen these in magazines, you know, some French thing, and I'm like, I don't even, and they were like, we don't know how to use it either. I'm like, okay, we're gonna figure this out. You know.
I barely know how to use the remote when I'm staying at somebody else's house. So,
Well, you see the kind of oven I cook off.
I mean,
Or burner electric.
That's, I, you know, when it comes to video games, I'm the old school, like, you know, Atari or the original.
Television?
In television? I had in television. Shark and
Pitfall and Frogger and
Burger Time.
Burger Time was
Oh,
obviously.
Burger Time was awesome.
Yeah, they had the little disc on the thing, yeah.
Oh my word!
Like a
You're one of the
phone cord.
only people I talk to that actually remembers in
Back in the
television.
day, it was Atari and television and ColecoVision.
Yep, I had in television too. That's okay. We got a lot in common. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
This is so good.
Hey everybody, I'm so excited to be reunited with Deb, aka Hannaford's Cheeserella. And last time we were working on a charcuterie board together, she taught me when selecting cheeses, think about this. Something old, something new, something goat, and something blue. And you'd be happy to know I have tried that multiple times since with your amazing selection. Brooks and I love trying the new cheeses here, and that's what we're doing today with the cheese board.
We are, yes. We're actually going to put a cheese board together that is going to usher in and welcome spring.
Yes.
We're looking for fresh cheeses with that really unique flavors of spring, and we're going to kind of have a theme of using both our local cheeses, which of course we're very proud of and very supportive of, and also our Taste of Inspiration brand.
And some of those are also local.
Some of those are, yes.
Yeah. What a job I have, everybody. Let's go shopping and show some of the selections.
Love to. One of the cheeses that we'll do on the board today is our Taste of Inspiration Manchego cheese. This is imported from Spain. It's a sheep's milk cheese, very buttery, very kind of spring mild flavor to it. It's really lovely. And also Steel Cove, closer to home. They're just a super producer out of Lemoyne, Maine, and we're going to be using one of these on the board as well.
If you guys have not tried this, not only are you supporting local, but it is so good.
It's very good. So every cheese board needs a great cracker to go on the cheese board.
Absolutely.
Woman-owned company from Waterville, Maine, and gluten-free. So the last two items I'm going to shop for here would be our Pineland Farms pizza curds.
Yeah, we were just there.
Great flavor. Kids always hanging around a cheese board. It's something for them to nibble on too.
Excited to try that.
Very good. And also our extra sharp Vermont cheddar.
So let's just get a few more items and then head home to put it all together.
Perfect.
Let's do it. Well, Deb, you have done it again.
Well, it's fun to do, and it really isn't as intimidating as it seems. Really go with what you really have tasted and love. But if you're struggling with what accompaniments to go with the cheese, think of what grows together, goes together. It's important to have a variety of height and shapes. So the Manchego, the rectangular cheddar, round brie, and the goat logs.
And pop of color.
And pops of color. So adding snow peas, which will be in season, just a nice crunch, goes really well with this feta dip, which is amazing. And then using just little sprigs of thyme, just to, again, bring a little color to sometimes the rather bland or white cheeses.
Well, you know, it looks sometimes too good to eat, but I'm telling you right now, all of these ingredients are so good and you must try those. That actually tastes like pizza. That is so good. Well, Deb, thank you. I'm so excited for spring, everybody, spring and summer, and it wouldn't be a proper party, right, without dessert. So why don't we call in our friend Doreen. So good to see you and you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
So you guys are a great pair. We've got this amazing cheese board, and we're also talking about another way to have fun and spice up your spring with really beautiful sweets.
Yes, exactly. We have so many great items from our bakery, and you just add it with some fresh produce too, and it's a great fun way to really have dessert with friends.
And those chocolate-covered strawberries, yeah?
Yeah, actually these are chocolate-covered cheesecake drops. We have mini cannolis, we have a strawberry bar, cream puffs, so many different items that you can just have fun with.
Do you put your cream puffs in the freezer?
Yes, I do, and eat them.
So good. Well, thank you, ladies. I appreciate it. We're gonna say goodbye so I can enjoy all of this. But for more information this spring and summer, grab a fresh magazine, go to the Hannaford Pinterest page or website, and let's dig in.
We are so honored and proud to help our community this way. We are now over $800,000 in donations throughout New England. I think assisting teachers in their projects and helping kids to achieve their dreams, it's our legacy, and I believe this is a true one cause that every single employee of Berlin City is really proud of. To nominate a teacher, a class, or a school, please look for Keep Driving Foundation on berlincity.com.
Maine is a lifestyle destination. With over 3,500 miles of coastline, lakes, mountains, and four-season recreation, there's a reason Maine is known as Vacation Land. At Harcourt's Waterfront and Fine Properties, we're the Maine real estate lifestyle experts. If you're thinking about moving to Maine, we can help you not only find a property, but the perfect home to fit your lifestyle. Contact us today to make your dream of living in Vacation Land come true. Harcourt's, we're with you all the way.
Welcome to the Maine Grains Minute. My name is Amber Lamke. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Maine Grains, and today I'm welcoming you into my home kitchen, where we will be joined by Eric Levine, the kitchen manager at the Miller's Table at Maine Grains, and Cherise Scott, the dynamo founder of Mumbai to Maine. Together, they will be working to create a polenta dish with Maine Grains corn polenta and Cherise Caldine's simmer sauce, which features Maine scallops and shrimp. So delicious.
Hi everyone, I'm Cherie.
And I'm Eric.
And we are pairing up in the kitchen today, Mumbai to Maine and Maine Grains. We've got a special dish here today. We're gonna make some Caldine simmer sauce skillet shrimp and scallops with Maine Grains polenta. So, back in India, we typically use basmati rice when we whip up a lovely dish, but we're in Maine, Eric, so tell us all about this delicious polenta we're gonna pair up with.
This is Northeast grown organic yellow corn polenta, stone milled to the perfect grit, and it is creamy and delicious. It's a great use, you won't waste any of it. There's great recipes for leftovers.
Ooh, leftovers, I like the sound of that. Speaking about savory, these wonderful sauces here are made in Maine. I handcraft them for hours, but we can use them within minutes right out of the jar. And we're actually gonna make this Goan coconut creamy sauce with these delicious shrimp and scallops, and we're gonna put it right over this delicious, steamy hot polenta. All right.
It's exciting.
Are you ready to do this?
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
Our delicious polenta is made with Maine Grains stone ground yellow corn polenta, boiling water, Kate's butter, Malden sea salt. It's the easiest thing in the world to make. You just pour the polenta right in and you stir until it's a beautiful lava consistency, and then enjoy. Polenta is ready. I just added the butter and the salt, and we're gonna hold this for a minute while we get your stuff ready to go.
That looks delicious, Eric. I can't wait. Okay, so we have a nice hot cast iron skillet here, and we're gonna pour some ghee. Ooh, look at that ghee. That is silky smooth. Love ghee. It's clarified butter. Anything with clarified butter just makes it better, right? Okay, so once this gets nice and hot, the best thing about ghee is that you can cook it up to 485 degrees. So bring it, right? Look at that. Okay, so we're gonna take these beautiful scallops, we're gonna lay them right in the middle of the skillet, And the thing about scallops is they cook very quickly, but you also want to just leave them alone and let them do their thing with all the ghee, searing them up on each side. We're going to take these beautiful shrimp. They've already been deveined and kind of peeled, but keep the peels on them because when you have this on there, it just adds so much flavor to the dish. So I'm going to line them up around the scallops like soldiers around a moat, guarding the fort. All right, so I'm going to grab my masala dabba, and the yellow is the turmeric, and turmeric, as you know, is an antioxidant. It is full of superpowers here. It's going to keep us super healthy. And we're going to dust the shrimp, and be generous with that, guys, because we want that color right on the shrimp. Now, the best part about this chili powder is that you can serve it to almost anyone because it has this beautiful fiery red color, but it doesn't come with all the heat. And that is why Kashmiri chili powder is so highly used in Indian kitchens all over the world, actually, because that tikka masala and that tandoori masala that you've been eating, the magic behind that is the Kashmiri chili powder. And I love how all of these wonderful spices kind of infuse right into that buttery ghee. And then when you have all of those juices coming out of the shrimp and the scallops, what it ends up doing is creating this lovely sauce at the bottom. So here is the best part. We're gonna open up this kaldeen. And this has simmered for 8 hours. And if you wanna take a quick peek, it is so delicious. And it smells like home. This is kind of what my mom made for me, but it's in a jar. So it's super easy. And all you have to do is just pull it out, put it right into the pan. And this has the most beautiful Kashmiri chili powder, turmeric, cumin seeds, coriander seeds, you name it. And delicious peppercorns, everything that's really, really good for you. You really don't need the whole jar, but this is a happy occasion, so we're gonna use the whole jar. All right, my kaldeen shrimp and scallops are all ready, Eric. How about you?
Polenta is ready. It's the perfect lava consistency. Let's plate.
All right, Eric, this was amazing. We did this within minutes. It's an easy, delicious Maine-made meal.
So easy and delicious. Can't wait to dig in. And join us next week where we'll show you what to do with the leftover polenta by making a delicious appetizer. You can find the recipe on maingrains.com.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I am so excited about my assignment of finding sweet treats around the state of Maine. We're going to be documenting it on my phone. Let's hit the road. Isabella's is a cozy cafe, just tucked away beneath Sherman's bookstore. The delicious bakery and restaurant has been open for 22 years. Current owner Kate Maynard and a lot of locals say they're known for their sticky buns, which are very delicious, I must say. I also had a breakfast sandwich and it was very tasty, all homemade and fresh. Isabella's is well supported by the local community of Freeport and beyond. You can find local art for sale on the wall by Maine artist Mort Panish. He's 94 years old and eats there every day. Isabella's is the perfect place to have a cup of coffee, breakfast, lunch, or a sweet treat. So please go by and say hello to Kate and enjoy.
No, this is like, if you weren't here right now, this would be all over my face. If I wasn't on camera.
Ready or not?
Red hot
margarita. We got it. Let's go.
So it is so good to see you.
Thank
you.
Thank you for having me.
Yep, okay.
Oh, sorry, I was like, very
Think sequential.
I am. I'm trying to. But when I speak, it just goes, yeah, we're not giving you any of that.
We'll make a delicious appetizer that you'll be able to find the website.
So close.
So close. So close. Sorry.